Why hello there, my fellow legionaries. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, episode 62, Eastern Villa Plan. So Bebo is just a half a day away from Calicia, and if not Calicia, I can always go over to Brigantium. We are trying to influence, of course, a Central Republic senator, so eventually we're going to have to make the longer trip out to Avavum or something, because the Central Republic doesn't have towns close to us, so receiving the request is going to be a little bit more labor intensive, but that's okay. And Turtle, thank you for the bits. Welcome to the stream, dude. So one way to figure out what's going on with the slowdown of the construction projects is just to, like, follow someone that does construction. So maybe I'll do that today, to try to figure out why is there delays. I'll follow Darius, because Darius is usually pretty good about getting things done. He's a man of action and business. Oh, Darius's mother-in-law just arrived. Well, I guess there goes his productivity. Rip. So he is removing a roof over the overhead mountain mines. Okay, Atlu will do that. So then what are you doing? You're hauling steel to an iron wind pump? So it sounds like he's already working on it. Sounds like I just need to give it time and these things will get built. With all the recent rain, the hay is coming up real good. Maxis, can I have you man this scorpion turret? Because there's like a warg just like sitting under it. Scala, you're incapable of violence, never mind. Scipia, you do another one. Sky, thank you for the cheer too. I'll drink to that. If I'm missing water tower, there is missing plumbing. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not really missing plumbing. It just, this tower needs to be built for this tower to be able to pump water. That's fine. That's not an issue. And I imagine Darius is working towards that-ish. Yep. Cool. So let's look at our water towers. They have obviously a lot more water than they had in before. That's a very good sign that our water shortage is being fixed. Also, wanted to try the conversion ritual, but let's be a little choosy about who attends. So senators can always attend because they literally don't do anything all day long, so I'd imagine that they probably find it kind of interesting. And then if the senators are attending, their slave can attend. And then I'll put Obar, Atlu, Noblos, Scala, and just see how it rolls. Radlocker and Sapo. Sapo for the resub and Radlocker for cheers. Cheers. May your support bless this conversion ritual. I hope. And Bebo is almost at Calicia. Fantastic. We are taming the hell out of these Mevlo. Look at our ranch. Woo! Do I have auto slaughter set up for the Muffalo? I just realized, like, that I might not actually have that. Minutes auto slaughter? Yeah, no, I do. So we should stop. I don't think we really need to tame any more of the wild critters, I would say. We have enough, like, breeders. Unless... Well, let me relook at that real quick. I think we needed some more female boars. So, male adults, we're keeping 2 of each. boar and muffalo. We already have 4 muffalo, so we got to slaughter 2 of them. Female adults, we have 4 muffalo, but not a lot of boar. So female adult boars, you are the only thing that I want to tame. So here we are in Calicia. I'm mostly here for like steel making stuff, but I wouldn't mind. Wow, okay. No, screw me then. There's none. I might buy some pemmican because I forgot to pack more food. Or not so much I forgot, it's just like rotted faster than I thought. Taking a look at the potential slaves. Well, it'd be nice to have an artist, but they're unwaveringly loyal so they can never become an artist. So that's kind of moot. And I don't need creepy breathers. Alright, accept. And let's trade with Brigantium then. And set Bebo up for an all foods. Thanks for the hype train, Sky, and the gifted sub. So the potential pumping is so much higher than the ground capacity for our water towers that I'm going to start getting rid of the old wind pumps over here. And breaking down the old water towers as well. It was ineffective, and certainty jumped back up to near 80%. No surprise there. Tralolero and Madsen, thank you for the resub. I just can't win, you know? I'm just never gonna get him converted. He's just very resistant to conversions, and he's like, nope, I'm never gonna be on your team, and well, I kind of believe it. So it looks like a lot of the pumps are, they're just about done being built. Would I be creating a tree plantation for easier wood? Maybe at some point. Oh, Londinium actually wants to do a trade. Interesting. So they want 8 gladiuses. Gladii? I will have you guys choose whether I fulfill it. Now, yeah, I'll have you guys choose. Do we fulfill the trade request? It's funny, I'm going to be there, but obviously not with the materials they're requesting, so. Give you 2.5 minutes to vote on that. And then, if yes, you can pick the rewards. Let's check up on our senators. Yeah, they have all their needed supplies. They're happy across the board. They're all like max mood. So yeah, I think just 1 input was enough. And I'm glad we had made that change, because it seems impactful. So the mass water towers are getting done. They're being built now. And this should really resolve our water shortages. That's what I'm hoping. Because a city without water is a city without a future. That's right, Phoenix, Arizona. Or half of the Middle East. I'm looking at you guys. Where's your water coming from? No, maybe desalination, I don't know. Maybe that will scale at some point. So we're almost finished with the water infrastructure project. And then I will start to sincerely cut as much marble as I can for the new villa. I think this is the last thing to be built. So on hand, we've got about 700 marble. That's like a tiny fraction of what we'll need. And Cloud, thank you for the bits. All right, first things first, steel. I actually don't think we need steel anymore. Like, we're doing pretty okay back home. But I'll buy it anyway. How funny would it be if, so it looks like you guys want me to fulfill the trade request. How funny would it be if I could just buy gladiuses here and then it'd be like, here you go, your gladiuses. I mean, we can't. They're not offering it, but that'd be pretty funny. So we have got a no, I don't need jealous. What are you? You are fast walker, nimble, depressive. Fast walker for an impid, I think. Are you a baseline? Yeah, you're a baseliner. Depressive doesn't really bother me. Incapable of violence. That's a possibility for a dedicated slave for the Eastern Republic, as they're a fast walker. Let me check their health. No health. Okay, yeah. So we'll buy them. Depressive, baseliner, chemical interest with a wooden foot. You call yourself a mafia boss. Well, how about no? They are a wolf blood, interestingly. But no. Your name is Cockroach? An ugly, misogynistic night owl. Yeah. I can see why you have that name. So also no. So we're gonna buy a slave, Vakura. And then let's buy some Tyrian fabrics. And I'm gonna actually buy their Psychite tea. Because I think we're running low on it back home. And heading back to Lycan. Now the slave that I just picked up, or the Ruka or whatever, they are obviously going to need to be converted first. So I'm not going to be raffling them off. And it looks like you guys want to fulfill the trade request. So I'm going to have you guys choose what reward for the quest. So reward number 1 is a Masterwork Legionnaire helmet, a legendary great bow, and 146 jade. Reward number 2 is a Masterwork large plasteel sculpture, steel centurion armor, and a slate relief. And reward number 3 is a wooden centurion helmet, a terror sculpture, a plinth, and another limestone sculpture. So, what do you guys think? And I need to make 8 gladiuses that are normal plus. So let's get that going. Do we have, let's say, 8 of them? Made by Elba. They didn't specify the materials, so they're gonna get wooden ones. Because they should have specified the material. And it's not my problem that it's gonna be made of wood. They should have told me not to. Okay. The old water infrastructure is being removed. And the flooring along with it. And then once all the flooring and infrastructure and all that stuff is removed, I'll I'll start smoothing out the mountain walls and planning the villa. And the villa is honestly going to look very similar to the Western villa. I'm not reinventing the wheel. Like, a villa is a villa. But I like the concept of nesting into the mountains, just the way the Western one was. Now, for the Western one, we did replace the stone with marble walls. Maybe I'll do that again, rather than smooth walls. Meaning that I'm going to want to double wall the farm, because I don't want to replace the granite walls that exist. So I'm going to double wall there, and then excavate along the edge to replace the natural granite with marble, following the overhead mountain, so that we don't have infestation risk once it's done. Nothing like a veneer or a facade. Now, I said that it needed to be roughly 1,500 units. I mean, if we just sort of say their villa is about 1,500 units. So, 1,500 units is like this, maybe? That's about the size of the villa, to give you an idea of the scope. So we will, a lot of the Western, I think this villa could probably be a little bit smaller, only because the Western Republic villa, one of the reasons why it's so big is it had a really weird form factor for the mountain, because it had this like long protuberance all the way out, whereas this one won't suffer that same architectural bottleneck. So this design can incorporate a lot fewer long hallways, because it's more of an easier space to work with. All right, you guys want the first reward. Got it. So the legendary bow reward. Well, Alba's working on it. Bebo and the new slave is almost home. So until we're done refacing the mountain, we are going to have a bit of an infestation risk, but it is closest to the founder's bedroom, so it's not really much of a risk to our senators, which would be the primary concern. So it's not like I want my founders to die, but the senators are, for now at least, more important. And for whatever reason, I wanted more pumps. I'm apparently obsessed with plumbing. Ooh, restaurant earn almost 60 bucks. It's more than it has previously. Yeah, we're giving them training weapons, exactly. I'm glad you're on board with their order. In our defense, they didn't specifically specify that it shouldn't be training weapons, so training weapons it shall be. So I think what I'm going to try is not to hunt for a long while and see if the meat production from auto slaughter of the muffalo and the boars meets the demand. Because our diets are primarily meat-based, so if it can keep up, I'll be both a mix of happy and impressed. You know, you have enough food stores when running food isn't an issue. Well, it's also like I can't make it not rot, right? Like, this is ancient Rome. Root cellars can only do so much. With the influence of Talailanist, that will obviously change, however. Because Talailanist will allow us to do meat drying technologies. And then the power of non-rotting meat will be mine. Okay, caravan's here. Nice. You are going to be pretty much immediately imprisoned because you need to be converted. I suppose they're not unwavering loyal. There is a situation where they could potentially be considered for citizenship, but, like, no. I'm not leaving that to pull. Hey, you forgot Lane. Biba, what? Oh, the horses are... No, don't get them pregnant. I thought I only brought... I bought Pilar. Brought Pilar. What I need to do is, I'm gonna name all my mares. Their names are gonna be like mare. Because I brought a female horse without realizing it. Even though I know Pilar is like a female name. Whatever. I did my best. Alright, so we got mare. So that won't happen again. They're probably pregnant. Oh well, we'll have one more horse. Not a huge problem. So I think our steel shortage has been resolved. I'm going to switch quarries that the quarry slaves are working in so that we can quarry up more marble. We have a bunch of marble, but I'm going to need loads of marble for this villa. I mean, anyone that remembers the last villa I built knows villas are enormously expensive projects, as they should be. They're ridiculously exuberant or ostentatious or whatever. Shona, thank you for the resub too. And Fangface. I'm not getting all of my auditory alerts, so I apologize. Sometimes my alerts don't make the noise that they're supposed to. No, I don't think that our auto slaughter is quite up to snuff. I'll keep an eye on the meat. Does look to me like water's fine. We're up to about 4K, which is which is a lot of water for one water tower. So I think water's fine, especially with the advent of these two new. Well, I don't think these two new pumps are making a massive difference, but still. Put marble near the villa? Yeah, that seems like enormously reasonable. Marb. And what I might do is I might just have the... Well, there's a lot of constructors that I guess aren't miners, so maybe just solely focusing on mining first is a bad call. How many of the swords do we have, Alba? 3? Almost 4? So this quest expires in 2 days. I'll wait 1 more day to accept it. It's too bad. I feel like RimWorld should update to say how long they will offer. Right? Because I always leave these to the last minute to accept because you're not made... It's almost always there's enough time. Unless the trade order requests materials that you don't have access to. So if it requested like textile, you know, clothing, and you didn't have any cloth or leather or whatever, if it, you know, then maybe there'd be a bottleneck. But most of the time, you have the materials. With that said, I'll just accept now. We're given 26 days, which is like half a year almost in RimWorld. Half a year would be 30. I forgot to enslave them. Their suppression rate is dropping, but that's fine. Man, that certainty is not moving much. Who is doing the wardening? A bunch of people? I don't know. It's going to be one of those frustrating things. It's because of his, he's very, very hard to convert because of his personality, being iron-willed and all. The certainty loss factor is reduced enough that it's just brutal. Would it be good to have a temp stockpile of granite chunks? So the thing about the granite chunks, well, one, we do have a stockpile for it, I thought. Maybe we don't. This is for marble chunks. No, everything but granite. Okay. Fair. Non-granite chunks. There. Not really a temporary stockpile because it's right next to our stone quarry. It's more that our haulers don't haul the granite frequently, so it's yeah. What's going on? Raid? Oh, slaver. Kin of Seraphina and kin of Lillipore. Well, Lillipore's just related to everyone, I've noticed. That's a big caravan. So once the mountain has been reshaped, I will start using the planning tool to figure out the layout of the villa itself. It's just me, or is this caravan extraordinarily slow moving? That's a funny name. Sell as alt. It's like something... a temporary name. Wait. What is this? If you sell someone to their own faction, they are ransomed and not enslaved? Oh. Yes. Right, because they would be freed otherwise. Alright, let's take a look at the slaves. Night Owl, Neurotic Pessimist? No, thanks. Jealous Body Modder? No, thanks. You're really bringing winter. Oh, Pyromaniac? Okay. What about Giggles? Giggles the mental patient. Yeah, no, I don't. Pretty Kind Slob? Baseliner? Mental patient? Who doesn't talk to people? No. How can you be kind and not talk? Well, I guess No, I take that back. You can definitely be kind to not talk to people. Let's send them away. Bye. I mean, thanks for coming, but I'm really not interested in what you have for sale. Sorry, Giggles. If you're looking for a new life here in our colony, you will not find one. Yeah, sometimes not talking to people is the kind way. Yeah, that's why I corrected myself. I was like, you know what? Silence is golden. I take it back. Cheers. Project's underway. It's working out. It's funny how they keep using this fence. It's like, go around. Fine, I'm gonna punch a hole in the fence because they're just gonna keep doing it. They keep dropping limestone on me. Man, this is a bigger chunk. I keep getting rid of it. Yeah, now they'll walk through the fence. Oh, no, they used it correctly. I was expecting them not to. So we're almost done refacing the mountain so that it can be appropriately beautiful walls for the villa. We're very low on Ambrosia. A lot of that is just I haven't been doing the auto harvest zones. So I just need to periodically find the Ambrosia, double click, tell it to harvest. Given the amount of Ambrosia that we have, I just got tired of it. There was a YouTube comment identifying, and I already knew why we were getting a bunch of Ambrosia, but the reason why there's just a huge uptick of Ambrosia, and this was also true of Hedge Knights, is when you disable a bunch of like these spacer events, the events that just don't make sense, like toxic fallout or, you know, like things like that, the game is left with very little for random events to occur, so it has a smaller pool, therefore Ambrosia is picked far more frequently. So if you disable, you know, like, you know, ship chunks landing and things like that, that don't make sense in lore, in a medieval or pre-industrial run, you'll just get a bunch of the remaining events, and it will seem a bit funny, which is why we were getting Ambrosia cropping up everywhere constantly. Same with these meteor strikes. You know, because honestly, I get hit by meteor strikes like clockwork, like once every few days, as if something just careened into the moon up in space and it's just raining down debris on us. All right, I am very interested. So 76, I think they're about the same. Yeah, 69 and 76. So yeah, hopefully they'll join soon. It is a process to get the converted ship, for sure. But Doris, I think I'm gonna, yeah, 28% or 5%? Yeah, let's go with the 28. We'll rush through the new slaves conversion and just slowly chip away at the certainty of the other guy. With that, I almost want to just, like, sell him. Should I sell Cambo? Have you guys choose. We were going to have them become like a citizen, but given his mix of fast learner for global, or rather iron-willed for the certainty loss factor, it seems like he's just going to be in prison forever, refusing to ever join us. So it might make more sense to just be like, all right, it's someone else's problem. Oh, the wild boar we wanted got tamed. Nice. How's our meat looking? Oh, lean as hell. Okay, we need to hunt. Sorry, horses. Actually, I don't need that much meat. So let's start plotting out the villa, shall we? I'm going to start with the bedrooms that are most likely going to be on the periphery. So our average bedroom here, let's say, is about 50-ish units. We got about a 50-unit bedroom. I think Zille's was the smallest. And then this is a 66. So somewhere between 50 and 60 units of bedroom. So this is like roughly the size of a bedroom. And I was thinking of putting the bathroom back there. Maybe like that. So that's one bedroom. Maybe 2 bedrooms, like the bathroom here. Is there an inspiration that affects conversions? No. There's the recruiting inspiration, but that's not for conversions. That bedroom's a little small. Is this bedroom too small? What is this? Here we go. It's getting like shiplapped, overlapped, but that's fine. That's a pretty healthy size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th will be something like this. So those are the 5 bedrooms. Then of course we, keeping things roughly equal, we have a, what is this, 77 sized rec room and 77 sized dining room. So I'll probably have it be the same form factor. So I think in terms of the road work, we'll have their road coming in like this. So this wall will come down like this. And maybe cut over. So this is sort of the shape of their villa. In terms of, so we have like a main sort of, this main area, and then the bathroom. Honestly, this bathroom probably needs another bathtub, or 2 or 3 or 4. So let's make some additional bathtubs. I will chalk it up to I forgot. I feel bad, but yeah, they should be due a few extra bathtubs. So we'll do 3 for 5. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch, November 17th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Lycan Legionnaires.